welcome everybody.
Hello,
Dan,
everybody.
God bless us, everyone.
Hello.
Dan, say God bless us, everyone.
God bless us, everyone.
I don't know why, but it makes me laugh every time. Welcome, Tom and Jim. Welcome.
As they bring up there, what could be whiskey, we don't know.
We don't know. It's all good.
No, I'm not saying what it is.
I don't say what it is.
Oh, Tom Goldrup, Jim Goldrup, welcome to your show, as always. And next to me is Daniel, who is filling in for Matthew Rose. He may have killed him or kidnapped him.
I'm currently filling in Matthew Rose.
So welcome, sir, and Tom and Jim. How you doing today? It was a beautiful day out. I don't know what you guys were up to, but it was a beautiful day.
I won't really talk about what I was up to because you don't want to, or you might want to hear, but the people out there in movie land or whatever this YouTube land might not want to hear it. So.
Oh no, I'll tell everyone that you were getting a colonoscopy. No, I'm just kidding.
I was getting a colonoscopy.
What's the worst thing that we could talk about?
Oh, there's worse things than that.
Right there.
Colonoscopy, but I won't mention that either.
Yeah. We were talking a little while ago, and so it came up. So there's a few actors that just have nothing in common except you guys, but I'd like to talk about them. And the first one is, of course, Ed Wynn. So, Jim, you were talking Ed Wynn.
Oh no, just real briefly. My brother Ray and I met him in South Sula once when they were filming a James Stewart film called Dear
Bridget.
Dear Bridget. I think that's the title it was released under.
Yeah, I think. Oh, okay.
And Ed Wynn was in it, and saw him there and talked to him a little bit, and he was a nice guy. But what was happening was they were filming a scene with James Stewart, and he was standing there with an armful of books, getting ready to get into a car to drive away. And some guy living in one of the houseboats wanted to get out there. He'd honk his horn and then start filming. He'd go, "Hey, cut. No, they should let him go by.
Get him out of there.
They said, no, we're going to film a scene, but let it go by when we film it. So then they get ready again, start filming it. Honk. They said, no, because I want to go. And said, no, you got to wait. So, okay, they start filming again. And honk. Jim Stewart threw his arms up. All the books he was holding dropped to the ground. Walked over, got in the limousine. Off they drove.
I've had enough of this guy.
I'm having.
What was Ed? Hold on. What was Ed Wynn like voice and manner? I mean, because he's such a colorful character in front. Was he like that in real life?
He was just a real nice guy. I forget what we talked about. Nothing much more than 5 minutes or so. But he was.
But it still
sounded like Ed Wynn. Like he didn't come off and go, "Why, hello, sir." Like it was still Ed Wynn, right? Like his voice was his voice. He wasn't. So what I mean is, in person, he was still that guy. Like his voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I was really curious. Yeah.
There's several people like that where I'm like, is that them or
there was an actor before that we knew, and he went to the same church we did, and one time we saw him at church. He said hi. He said, "Oh hi." Oh, hi.
Yeah, but most of the actors we got to know,
they act their voice.
They act with their regular voice.
I don't. I hate my voice.
One character though, an actor named Doug Fowley. He used to play gangsters back in the 30s. Then he got older. He played these old grizzled characters like Gabby Hayes type characters, and he changed his voice when he played those old characters.
Yeah.
Take out his teeth and.
So I have another question about an actor. Just pulling it out of my hat. But this is an actor that I've seen in a lot of things, and I know that you knew him, and so I wanted to ask you about Whit Bissell, who, by the way, has the coolest name. Whit Bissell is the coolest name. But anyway,
Whitner was his real name, but he changed it to Whit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very good friend of Frederick March.
Frederick March, yeah. Frederick March helped him a whole lot. But yeah, every other film Whit Bissell seemed to be in. Either he was in it or Edgar Buchanan. One of the films he was in, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the only reason why he got into that film is because they were ending the film when I could tell you a Kevin McCarthy story. When Kevin McCarthy, who was the star of the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers, he's out on the street yelling, the trucks are all leaving with the big seed pods. They're going to be transferring them all over the place. They're coming. Beware, they're coming. It was going to be the ending of the film. And they had a preview of it and the audience hated it.
It was too down.
So they brought Whit Bissell in to play a doctor and a
couple other people.
And a couple other people. So they have a better ending, a nicer ending. I worked with Kevin McCarthy once, briefly. We were at one of those things, kind of like the Comic-Con thing, but it was a Western Film Festival back in Memphis, I think. And we got to kind of know Kevin through the various festivals we went to. So we kind of knew each other by this time. And he had a table across the aisle from us. And I went over to him and I asked him, I said, would you mind if my brother filmed me holding a big watermelon, it'd be like the seed pod, and handing it to you, and you accepting it? I asked him, I said, I want to give this to you. And is it ready? Yes. Is it fresh? Yes. Okay. And he's going to put it under his bed that night. So it's really this little short sequel, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Kevin McCarthy is going to get taken over.
Where's that film?
I have it on my DVD.
Whit Bissell was a real nice guy. Gave us a lot of names.
Oh yeah, he gave us a lot of names. Called people up on the phone for us. Help line up other interviews. He started out, like everybody else in those good old days. They started out on stage, and then Frederick March let him, when Whit Bissell was going to come out to Hollywood. Frederick March was going to be doing a play somewhere for a few months, and he let Whit Bissell and his wife stay at his house so they can get situated there in Hollywood and all that. And he played everything from storekeepers to scientists to doctors to scared people, monster makers. He ran the gamut.
Once I recognized him, then I started seeing him in everything. Right. Like you can't unsee it now, but it was like, oh, there's Whit Bissell again, and he was so good at that he could be in everything, right?
Yeah.
Way, oh, there he is, and I'm sure I saw him 100 times before we were talking and getting into the different actors and who was this and who was that, and then once I realized, oh, that's Whit Bissell, then it was like, and there's Whit Bissell. Oh, and there's Whit Bissell,
Show. He ended up becoming on. He ended up getting on the board of directors of SAG for a long time too and stuff. And he finally, at the end of his career, he ended up living out at the actors' home out in where was that? Not Chatsworth. Anyway, the actors' home. Not just actors' home, but anybody, cameramen and everything, anybody connected with it at the end of their time if they wanted a place to stay.
Yeah, that's cool.
But Whit Bissell,
yeah.
Did he have any relation to the vacuum cleaners?
He sold them. He sold them.
He sold them. He was the best salesman that they named the company after him.
It was his dad that invented them. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't mention whether he's any relation to them.
Suddenly, this story almost got really big. Like, amazing story. And I was like, I'm just kidding.